Well, it turns out the Ryder Cup did provide some excitement after all. Europe holding on Sunday to edge out the American team at famed Bethpage Black Golf Course on Long Island. The course becoming the first state-owned public course in the U.S. to host this prestigious event. Joining us now is Cornell Associate Professor and New York Turf Grass Extension Specialist, Frank Rossi. Thanks for being here, Frank. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. Appreciate it.
So Bethpage Black isn't just renowned for its beauty, and it's pretty challenging course too. Also known for its sustainability, and that engineered by Cornell researchers like yourself. So how was it to see your course on TV for the whole world to see like that?
Yeah, boy, you're too overwhelming in praise, right? First off, the great thing is that it's a state park first, and it happens to be one of the great golf courses in the world. I would say that, you know, after working down there for a quarter of a century, 25 years with some of the same people, it's enormously rewarding to watch it highlighted, and especially to see my colleagues' work highlighted. For us, it was a matter of being sort of the R&D arm and helping them become more aware of environmental stewardship. But really, them executing it is where you fill up with pride, just like you do with students.
Yeah, so what does that mean? And you said you've been at this for a while with Bethpage. What does it mean, though, to be sustainable level golf course like that?
Yeah, we focused on a couple of things, a few big things: pesticide use, nutrient use, and reducing mowing. And in every metric we've been able to take over the 25 years of working with Bethpage and 15 with the other state park golf courses, we've seen measurable reductions. Numbers show that we're reducing the amount of inputs, reducing the amount of emissions, reducing the amount of nutrients, and also, as you can see, maintaining incredibly high-performing turf grass surfaces.
Yeah, I was going to say, and still you've got an awesome golf course there. And you mentioned this is basically now the model for these courses at state parks. So I'm assuming Green Lake State Park falls in there as well?
You know, it's a funny thing about Green Lakes. One of the things we've been able to do at Bethpage is to you know, train people there and then seed them out into the other parks. And Kevin Carroll and Sean Bronson, two people in particular running Green Lakes, came from Bethpage. And I can tell you, pound for pound, I'd put Green Lake State Park up against any golf course in upstate New York for its playability, but also the environmental stewardship we hold it to as a third-party reviewer here at Cornell is also unparalleled by most courses in America. So right in little old Syracuse is this gem of a golf course that represents both excellent playability and high level of environmental stewardship.
Yeah, it's good for walking too if you're into that. Hey, I want to ask you too, maybe specific to Bethpage, but maybe it's other ones as well. Are you seeing any indirect benefits to this managed grass at these golf courses?
When we think about golf courses and their role in supporting community well-being, obviously in a place like Long Island, where you have a lot more built urban space than you do green space, when you see the overhead shots of Bethpage during the Ryder Cup, even my wife commented, she's like, look at all those trees. I mean, there's trees everywhere, and I think that green space provides a lot of cooling, a lot of noise attenuation, a lot of erosion control, stormwater management. A lot of places don't flood because there's a golf course nearby to deal with the stormwater, for sure.
Maybe time for last one, Frank. I'm curious what kind of interest you've gotten from other golf courses, other golf superintendents, whether they're public or private here in the U.S. You tell me what kind of interest you've gotten, because you've certainly set a really great model.
Well, I got a big mouth, and I've been at this for a really long time. And I've had the great joy of traveling the world, being the Pied Piper for the Bethpage State Park and our work at the great New York State parks across the state. I can tell you that this is really sort of icing on the cake. We've done some studies looking at our impact and been able to measure people are changing as a result of our work. You know, and fundamentally, everybody gets into this line of work for the same thing, to make the earth a little bit better than it was when you found it.
Frank, awesome interview. I really appreciate you joining us with this. Thanks for everything, and maybe we'll catch up with you down the line.
Happy to do it. Thanks for highlighting the work. Appreciate this. Thanks very much.